this piece of information or the findings, once done, who are you aiming for to use so that it benefits them or the whole country?
Exactly. Anyone who wants to use it. I mean,
it could be government. It could be
it's going to be in the public place.
Public, okay.
And therefore, yes, I do believe it'll be significant value to government. I think it'll be significant value to business organisations, but also community organisations that are trying to empower, even at the village level. If they can see a pathway to improve the leadership that works for them, then this is going to help them become more economically stable.
Apart from convincing them that it's critical that we have to fix these issues, how do we motivate them to follow the suggestions that you might have?
I wish I knew the answer to that. I make myself millions if I could answer that question. I don't know. Really, it is one of those questions which the answer is in everybody. What will motivate you to want to be a better leader?
What should you do to encourage people to be motivated to think that this is critical?
I think it works by watching our failures. Right? Now, if we reflect back, say, on the flood in 2011, we got out of it in the end. Thailand is recovering slowly. But there are a lot of stories about where leadership didn't happen. Right? Your news program has carried hundreds of these sorts of stories. One would hope that as we see that and we're conscious of it, we have a motivation to do something better. And I think out of the floods there is a big push to do better leadership in those areas.
Apart from motivating them to follow these suggestions that you will provide, part of the findings, can we convert it into the figures? I mean, Thai people, I'm sure everywhere else as well, they love to see, figures, what's the value of this, change. I mean, if they adopt these suggestions, economic value perhaps, how will it benefit them, if they apply these techniques, and because it's intangible leadership, it's hard to measure.
It is. And that's been one of the problems. We've had a command and control methodology for a long time, and it's worked fairly well. Therefore, when you suggest another way, people worry that they might lose rather than gain. I think the answer lies rather in recognising the fact that the huge resource of young people that's not being utilised will become unhappy. You can train somebody, as many Thais are now, trained very sophisticatedly, and they're very intelligent people. And they're also obedient people, so they're not out in the streets saying, hear me, but eventually you build up a pressure. And they know they could do it better than those people who are in control. And so we'll probably see increasing amount of discontent if it's not tapped. Now, I hope we don't get to that stage. I think the recognition that we've spent so much money training Thais, running all these universities and such like, why don't we use them? I mean, it's common sense, isn't it? But it's also a very important Buddhist tenet, I believe, in the need to celebrate everything, not just a few senior people. We need, as a nation, as people, to be celebrating all the resources and all the talent that we've got. And we've got this massive amount of talent in young people that we need to work to find ways to release. And I think the motivation probably lies in that. In the fact, if we want a future, the future is there ready to act. But let's start integrating it into today's business and into today's government.
We have come a long way as well as a country, and economic powerhouse of the region as well. So we must have done something right as well.
That's right. That's right. You have.
What have we done right?
Well, the very methodology that you used of command and control was a great way to raise the fundamental standards. But now we've pushed that methodology about as far as it can go. It's time to change horses, right? That one is getting very tired. And if we want to make the next leap, and I remember when I was growing up, the concept was of these leaping forward of the Asian countries, right? But some continue to leap, and some are now still riding quite tired horses. And I think that we won't lose any of that, nor do we want to say throw it out. We want to build on it, stand on its shoulders, if you like, with some more, and move into the next era.
Leadership aside, what do you see as the challenges for Thailand?
The economic community, the new economic community, and how Thai business, Thai people, Thai communities see it as an opportunity and not as a problem. Right? In other words, that we take an entrepreneurial attitude, that Thais see this as an opportunity to move forward and not something we have to defend. Because I think we'll defend, well, maybe we will, but we'll not grow with the opportunities that are available. It'll be those who look out and look at the big picture who will be successful, I believe.
Well, thank you very much, Professor Bruce. We look forward to coming back and hear the results of your finding.
Our pleasure.
When the phase 3 is completed. Thank you very much.
Okay,
Thank you.
Thank you.